A team worth approximately 450,000, humbling a team assembled for 22 million. Charlton making all the early running, Colin Walsh foiled by Tim Flowers, and the reward coming on 15 minutes. Carl Leeburn's knockdown from Steve Brown's free kick, and Darren Pitcher's drive deflected past Tim Flowers. Only 2 Premier League sides had won at Ewood Park this season, but Charlton held on and deserved an astonishing victory. The second favourites for the FA Cup and second in the Premier League, having to revise their ambitions for the rest of the win for First Division Bristol City. Stockport conceding 4 in the league on Saturday, and another dose here, starting as early as the 4th minute. Mark Shale, the skipper, with the header. After half-time, the floodgates really opened. A classic Bristol City goal, this one. Rob Edwards away down the left. His perfect cross converted by Wayne Allison. Just before the hour, the game effectively ended as a contest. Allison again from Liam Robinson's header. And with Bristol City running away with it, Allison's second hat-trick of the season completed inside 19 second-half minutes. Bristol City on their way to a meeting with First Division rivals Charlton.
We start at Highbury, home of cup holders Arsenal.
So back to Highbury. Arsenal start favourites perhaps, but Bolton have proved already that going away from home presents no extra problems. In the commentary box this time, Alan Parry.
Poor clearance there, and McGinley's in. Bolton take the lead again. Seaman beaten from close range by John McGinley, as Arsenal stood and watched and maybe hoped they would get an offside verdict that never came. Smith with the back header. Smith, yes. Alan Smith brings Arsenal level. And the early ball forward for Coyle to chase. And it's been played straight to him. Oh, it's hit the outside of the post, but still a chance, yes! Bolton wonders the score, McAteer gets it! And anywhere will do for Bolton. In fact, it was a great clearance. And they've got 3 men forward here against 3 defenders. Lee. And it's a good ball. And Walker has the chance to clinch it. He has! Andy Walker! Bolton have done it now. The cup holders are out.
Leeds United have never been past round 4 under Howard Wilkinson's management, and the old jinx struck again at Elland Road. 57 minutes gone, Jim Magilton's free kick headed in by Matt Elliott, and John Byrne getting the vital touch past Chris Fairclough and a hesitating Mark Beeney. 5 minutes later, Oxford seemed to be on their way. The young midfielder Chris Allen exchanging passes with Joey Beecham and finishing expertly. With their backs to the wall, Leeds made a double substitution, pulling off both strikers, but it had little effect, and when Gordon Strachan drifted in from the right to drive the ball past Phil Whitehead, it only looked like a late consolation. But there were more twists to the plot. 2 minutes into injury time, Strachan's corner cleared as far as David White. What a moment to score your first goal for your new club. Leeds made and missed chances in extra time, and Oxford made them pay. A quality finish by a quality player, Jim Magilton. Oxford may be relegation candidates, but they're into round 5. Everything Newcastle are, Luton Town are not. Rich, high-profile, successful Premier League club meets struggling, unfashionable Division 1 outfit, but they matched them in the first meeting, and Luton gave them even more problems here. The young Welshman, John Hartson, the stand-in for Kerry Dixon, putting them in front on 16 minutes. And the longer it went, the more likely Luton looked to score a second on a breakaway. Scott Oates getting past John Berriford's tackle. Mike Hooper stopped the first one, but Des Linton arrived, kept cool, and delivered it back for Oakes to wrap up a superb victory for Luton Town. Newcastle's boss Kevin Keegan said some of his young stars had learned some bitter lessons. A great triumph for his counterpart, David Fleet. Sheffield Wednesday were well back for a return to Wembley this season and looked odds-on to complete the job against Chelsea at Hillsborough. But after a poor league display last Saturday, Chelsea came out all fired up here, and when Gavin Peacock hooked the ball across, they got a perfect start. John Spencer making only his second full appearance of the season, firing Chelsea in front on 7 minutes. Wednesday were level on the 38-minute mark. Mark Bright with his 18th of the season. Chelsea protesting that their keeper Dimitri Karin had been impeded, but the goal allowed to stand. No more scoring in the 90 minutes, and extra time belonging to Chelsea. Craig Burley's ball forward, headed on by Mark Steen. Peacock coolly converting his 9th of the season. And with 5 minutes left, Chelsea wrapped it up. Steen and Peacock combining, Burley this time to apply the finishing touch on Chelsea's best away result of the whole season. Not a giant killing, but still a major cup surprise. If there was ever a candidate for an upset, it was surely Oldham, the Premier League strugglers, away to a resurgent Stoke City of Division 1. But one man who perhaps knew what to expect in the atmosphere did the damage. Darren Beckford converting Mike Milligan's cross on 31 minutes. Beckford, formerly of Stoke's rivals Port Vale, given harsh treatment by the Stoke fans all night, but responding with the goal to win it. First Division Notts County were doing what their peers from the same league were doing across the country and frustrating Premier League opposition. Penalties looked certain when, with just 2 minutes left in extra time, Lee Chapman got up at the far post to break County's hearts. His first goal since December the 27th, a fitting answer to the Hammers fans who barracked him throughout the match.